it was a surprise, and it was amazing, and like I've never, like not that kind of award. I was speechless for a change, you know, and then, but when I got up there on the stage and the words just came to my mouth, and I felt really grateful about the honored for Queenslanders. It energizes me in a way that when I spoke, but I also said to the forum that were there that evening that award was not only for me, it was for the people that walk with me on my life journey, my career path. And I'm ever so thankful from all walks of life to the people that have been apart from my families, my parents, and my children. So both Aboriginal Islander relatives and friends that inspired me, and that was for us all, not only just me. Well, coming of the light, that is the arrival of the gospel to our part of the world, to our shores of Torres Strait. And that happened on the 1st of July, 1871, yes. When the missionaries arrived on the eastern island, an island called Darnley, on the 1st of July. Then after that, the top Western Islands. I think, for our people in the Torres Strait, embracing that, the landing of the missionaries and explaining the Bible that they were carrying, which is the Word of God, for our people. But as you know, Aboriginal Islander people have their spirituality, and for us, you know, we kind of knew all along in our culture, in our traditions, that there was somebody mightier, the Creator, because we enjoy the beauty of the creation, the land and the sea. But when receiving that, it's in a way, well, this is God they're talking about, and God to us, you know, and but God to us was in our own being as a Torres Strait Islander. So that was honored, and also gracefully the people of Torres Strait embraced that. And another word was that, you know, the peace was already in the Torres Strait, if I can reiterate on that. Because when the missionaries arrived, there was warriors. Warriors were in their warfare gear, like, you know, where they could, like normally when they have the tribal wars. But amongst them on those islands, there were peacemakers. So you could just imagine peacemakers in 1871, and the Torres Strait, you know, which recorded by so many anthropologists, archaeologists, the explorers, you know, it's a primitive part of the world, and people of other culture, and where our cultures and traditions are very different. But amazingly, there were peacemakers. So for us, during that time, it was a journey of like the light shine through the Torres Strait from east to west. Jesus has arrived with that book for us. And I think that was London Mission Society, and from there on it was Church of England, then later on the Anglican Church. So yeah, it is a very significant time for us. And then of course, like every year, as you know, and when that date falls throughout Australia and on the homeland in Torres Strait, we celebrated and right through. You know, it can be a longer celebration, but we're looking at this year for a longer one, and because it's a very special year. And this was a very significant and important part of our calendar, the religious calendar, the event for our people. So I think even that, when people are working, if it falls on the weekdays, the people still come, like we normally have the celebration start with the church services or the reenactments and everything like that. So it's usually like, you know, a really good occasion and happy happy occasion, dancing and singing and eating, and and then of course, like in Brisbane itself, we have all friends here. There's the Maori people, Aboriginal people of the land, and of course we cannot do anything without their consent. So they're always with us, supporting us through and be part of that celebration as well. So it's really good. 1st to the 4th of July. 4th of July is the service at the cathedral, and that's what we call there to the very special occasion will happen. You see, what happened on my top islands, there was a breaking of the arrow. Breaking of the arrow is a sign of peace. So what's going to happen is on the front door of the cathedral, that will take place, and you will see from these islands, 4 islands, that people will dress up in the warrior dresses, but they will hold them bows and arrows down, and they will break it before the procession goes into the cathedral. So that signifies that light shines throughout the Torres Strait and Christianity arrived. It's going to go in for a whole month. Yes, and it's welcoming too for everybody to go in and have a look the unique culture of the things that they preserve at the museum and libraries of indigenous artifacts. Yeah. Now there's plenty in there. It's amazing in a way, because when I was there the other day, and I just saw heaps of them, and all from various island groups. They were not a sacred part of things in there, but they will display the ones that everybody can see. Well, I'd just like to thank in advance for the support that we have been receiving from the Anglican Church and other agencies, other resources. And we are hoping this celebration will be fruitful, and it will be productive, and it will be educational. I would like to thank them in advance, and thank all of you, who have been supporting me through that time. There's many people, I could mention many people, but they know who I'm talking about in advance. But I hope that this celebration will be a memorable 150 years, and then knowing the culture and the traditions of the Torres Strait, it displays what it was like then in 1871. And to now, to this era, to 2021.